Welcome back, everybody. My name is All Fun and Games. I stream every day on Twitch TV, and I also have fun little videos here that I do on YouTube. I'm going to showcase how to kill the Devourer, aka the giant slug that basically walks around and drops slime everywhere. You probably see it just doing a complete 360 around your map. Now, there are a few different ways to kill this. Our main way, once again, is spikes. Yes, that's right, using spikes. If you watch my first video on how to kill the first boss, and of course, these are bosses that I'm doing in my specific order, and I'll tell you why I'm going to be doing those in the next video. Now, the reason why I'm using spikes is because spikes still work really good, and if you have enough of them, you can kill it without even having to hit a punch. Now, if you watch my video, you're going to notice that we did not get enough spikes. However, there was 2 occurrences that we did this. Now, the first time we did this, I just wanted to do a little test run. I used about 35 spikes. And you're going to see exactly what happens, and I'll explain it, why it happens. Now, the first time I'm going to show you, it's just going to be the complete run and how we kill the boss and everything, but I will explain each step of the way. The first thing you do is you go ahead and place all these spikes. Now, this is the second time that we did this, so the first time I did this, it ran through, and it collected all my spikes. They were all gone. Every single one of them was 100% gone. So I said, you know, enough is enough. I'm going to get 100 spikes. So together we went and me and my friend that was in the game with us, we just made a whole row of spikes. And as it got closer and closer and closer, we got ready for the fight because we've actually did this fight before in the demo. Now, they actually, as far as I know, either buffed this boss to make it so when it hits spikes, it now absorbs all the spikes and takes them with him. So I knew that was going to happen. So that's why I was like, okay, we're going to double up on our spikes. So as you can tell here, just get your spikes in a complete row because that's how it comes. And if you watch its HP, look at it just going all the way down. And once it gets to a certain threshold, it starts to go in what they call enrage mode. Each boss has an enrage mode. And look at all those spikes gone. So shortly here, I'm going to actually die. And then once I do, I come back and our friends actually killed the boss because they placed down more spikes and they used a little bit of bombs. So as you can tell here, this is the easiest way to actually kill the Devourer, because I believe that otherwise you're basically just wasting time if you're trying to use a bunch of bombs. Now, of course, everyone has their own way of doing so, but I truly do think that this is the best and easiest way to do it. Now, if you're doing it solo, I think it's still the easiest way. If you're doing it with friends, I still think it's the easiest way. A lot of people have told me, well, you can use bombs and whatnot, but honestly, using spikes for all these original bosses, like the first 3, it's pretty much ideal to do that. I mean, you don't have to put too much effort into killing it. You kind of only have to hit it a few times once you do, and then from there, it's basically just hitting the for whatever HP it has left after that. So that's why I recommend spikes for each of these fights. And also, like, it only requires tin, so it's not like it requires a lot of resources in order to actually get the spikes, and you get a lot of spikes for each resource that you refine. So it works out really well, and honestly, it's my recommendation, and everyone obviously has their own, but this is the way that we did it, and it worked really well for the demo, and it still works really well for here. The only downfall is that they actually they changed it, so as far as you can tell, they now absorb spikes as well. And there it is. There's the boss fight, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So go ahead, try using spikes, see if it works well for you. I'll leave the full video of me doing this in the description. So if you want to know the whole start to finish on how we got all that, I'm going to showcase it here. But I just want to show you real quick on how we've defeated it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.